Well, beyond, slightly deeper than that, we're arguing that animals should have basic rights. Like if there were no question of food, we'd say, oh, absolutely they should have basic rights. But then when food comes in, it's like, oh no, our self-interest takes over. That's not morality. We can change this. We can save the vulnerable. That starts with what we eat, what we pay for.
That's right. Animals is a basic right. That's what it is. Because a lot of people don't look after animals out there, do they?
Yeah. But when we pay for animal food, we pay for them to be killed when we have alternatives. So we needlessly stab them in the throat, take everything from them.
So do you think the best way is become vegetarian?
Yeah, vegan. We advocate a total boycott of animal products.
Oh, vegan
because eggs and milk are also just unnecessary and it warrant the exploitation of these pigs. Yeah. So chickens stuffed into giant warehouses to lay eggs. They've been selectively bred to lay vast amounts of eggs. They're killed once they've produced all these eggs and they're exhausted. Cows forcefully impregnated, babies taken from them, killed if it's a boy, sexually violated again if it's the mother.
Too much problems, isn't it? Nowadays, a lot of problems going on around the planet as well.
Say again, sorry?
A lot of problems been going around the planet, especially animal cruelty and all of that.
Yeah. The big thing is what happens in animal agriculture, because that's billions of animals, right? Think about the situation we've got with respect to animals and how we treat them differentially, right? Yeah. So there was a video online of a dog getting kicked by a human. People online in the comment section would go crazy, being like wishing death on the guy. Then those same people would go and pay for far worse things to happen en masse to pigs and all them. Pigs forced into gas pits with electric prods where they scream and then are hoisted in the air and stabbed in the throat.
Is that when they take it to the mortuary, they slaughter it, the slaughterhouse?
That's the standard practice in slaughterhouses. About 2/3 of pigs in the UK nowadays go through that. So that's far worse.
I'm vegetarian. I'm not a vegan, so I'm trying to transition from that part. From vegetarian to vegan. So yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Been for that 10 years.
Yeah. Well, we hope you will. And there's loads of alternatives out there. Loads of milk alternatives in supermarkets. Vegan alternatives to desserts, to yogurts, egg direct alternatives, and all this kind of thing. So they're out there. You go to Burger King, there's vegan burgers, vegan burgers at McDonald's, Greg's.
But it's hard for me to go find a lot of vegan food around like that.
Yeah, but not that hard. Not that hard though. Well. Yeah. The cooking. Yeah, there's some. We got to sort of take on some burden and some complexity, maybe. But I tell you, I was in Colombia and there was never a vegan option on the menu. And every time I just asked for a vegan option, and they just made it. So like anyone who says, oh, it's hard to get vegan food, I say, hey, you can do it, and I think we should do it.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm trying to plan to do that maybe next year, but not this year.
All right, we hope you will, because each moment is like, think about each purchase of it as like kicking a dog. It's putting cows and chickens in worse positions than the dog by paying for that. If we boycott it instead, we save them. But if we pay for it, we condemn them. Anyway, we hope you will. Can I give you this card? It has loads of great stuff, including on my favorite on this YouTube section. It's called "The Best Speech You'll Ever Hear." That's not me. Yeah.
Good luck with the campaign anyway.
Yeah. Thanks so much. You too. Have a good day. Thank you.
People, they believe that animal abuse is wrong, but they pay for it. So what we're saying is it's the action that is important there, right? Like your intentions might be good, but the path to hell is paved in good intentions, sort of thing. So we're just showing people what happens to animals in animal agriculture. So that's for flesh, for eggs, for dairy, stuff like that. And we kill animals in the trillions, so it's a massive problem. And most people do eat animals and their secretions. We see a world where people don't do that because we don't. Who do you know who actually enjoys animal abuse or thinks it's okay? Like we've got over there, you don't kick a dog. If someone kicks a dog, we think they're a monster. I don't know if you've seen what happens, but that's just for chicken. Every time they'll have their throat slit, and I don't know if you've seen farms.
I've seen some videos like that already.
Yeah. Well, I've been in them, and they stink. They're just covered in their own feces, and it's even the free-range small ones. They are, because they're seen as commodities, things to just use. They're not going to care if they get hurt. They lose a leg. They can't stand up. They're starving to death.
So you've been vegan for a long time?
9 years.
9 years?
Yeah. It's just, I saw the dairy industry. I don't know if you've seen the dairy industry before.
I don't really eat dairy products.
Yeah, okay, well, what I saw basically was like babies being taken from their mums because the milk is for the babies, right? And it just completely shocked. It just made me realize, oh, this idea I had where these things happen far, far away, they're happening and I'm paying for them. I need to stop right now. And then I started looking into, yeah, that's dairy there, that's beef. And my mind was blown. I couldn't believe that I was against it. I thought the whole world was against it, and then we're all paying for it. So I think the future is definitely vegan, because who wants that for someone else? Yeah. Have you ever looked into going vegan or anything like that?
Not vegan, but I don't really eat meat, and I'm not really a dairy products person. Because I have some intolerance to milk.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I will go for coconut milk or almond milk.
So it'd actually be quite, like, you wouldn't have to cut out very much in order to just be vegan, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually easier than you think. As you know, if you avoid certain things, you just use something else, or maybe you substitute out and use like oat milk. We just do that with everything. Like, you know, we get creative with like oyster mushrooms or seitan or tofu, or, you know, all sorts of things instead of flesh.
I still eat like chicken.
Yeah.
Mainly, but that's it.
Would you stop?
Maybe later, but not for now.
Not for now.
I'm not really a meat person anyway.
What do you think means that you'd carry on? Like, what do you think?
It's just, I feel I need some time to eat meat.
You need some time to eat meat, sort of.
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you think that, like, the stuff that happens, you know, you just saw the chickens, would you say, okay, not for like 100 of you, but for like maybe 5 of you, that's fine? Do you see it like that?
I know it's not fine, but I know, like, as a human, like, sometimes maybe we need to eat meat, or sometimes not all type of meat. So I feel like my body needs some, I will just have some time.
It's definitely, there's the idea that we need flesh, but the scientific consensus says otherwise. In fact, some processed meats can be linked to some of our diet-related killers. So this idea that we need it, there's no evidence that we do. Like, I mean, I've been vegan. Oh, you feel, yeah. I know what you mean, but, and personal feelings, that you've got to be careful how we navigate them to the truth, right? Do you know what I mean? And especially if we think something's wrong, we're compelled to like look into it further, right? And just see if that's actually the case, challenge ourselves. Because if we don't agree with that and we were the victim, we would want someone to stop there and then. We'd be like, please just stop, please, I don't care if you need this, please stop. But that's happening and they can't say anything in our language, you know. So I would just say, think of them and look into it further, and you'll find that actually it's not as hard or as unreachable, is it?
I know. I can go without meat for a week.
How about forever?
Step by step.
How about forever? There's amazing vegan recipes out there where you could enjoy the taste and everything.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.